coming and we are not practicing the things we are hearing, it's of no use to us. So please practice the things you listen to. This morning, I will be talking on mental resilience. And why did I choose this topic? I was with one of my artisans about 2 weeks ago, and he was talking about of his that committed suicide. Just after that, a friend of mine was telling me about a young girl that committed suicide. And I heard that there was a trending one. I'm not a bearer of bad news, but I'm just trying to tell us that it's real. Depression is real, it's everywhere, and it can be very subtle that you won't know it is ravaging your body. That there was a guy or a girl on social media too, a school, maybe university or secondary, I don't know, that didn't do well in school and committed suicide, all in the space of like 2 weeks. There is this lady, I don't follow her on social media. She dances well. Every time a video pops up, I like to watch her, and I noticed that she died. I'm not sure of the main cause. Some said she went for a surgery, private surgery. Some said she went whatever. Some said she went for tummy talk because of people that were bullying her. And I went to her page and I checked, and I saw a lot of people that bullied this woman because of her tummy body shaming. I don't know the cause, but you can imagine if truly it was because of tummy talk. That means she couldn't cope with saying. We all have different mental resilience. And that is why, as a business person, I want to talk to us on mental resilience this morning. It's very key. We need to learn, especially in an economy that it's uncertain. You know, today you make sales, tomorrow there's no sales, and you know it's end of the month and you want to pay salary and you are confused, you don't know what to do. It happens to everybody. It's just that the level differs. And when we develop ourselves to a level, you find out that it doesn't affect you again. Did anybody go back to listen to the Stoic principle? Did anyone? Thank you. Apart from our class governor, only one person. Dr. Abid mentioned this last week, last seminar. And I can remember he told us emphatically that go and listen to it. So I'm telling us again, we have to listen to it. In this economy where we are, in this Nigeria where we are, where things are really good, we have to fortify ourselves. We have to build mental resilience to stress. What is mental resilience? The mental resilience means the ability to bounce back when you have stress, mental stress. The ability to prevent stuffs around you affecting you mentally. Unfortunately, when you are depressed, it's in levels. I heard about depression maybe about 7 years ago. So funny. When I was growing up, I didn't know anything about depression. When you say somebody is depressed, I just feel like, oh, it's just sad. But when my husband was writing his thesis, he spoke about depression. And that was the first time I really understand that, oh, there is a medical condition called depression. But right now, a primary school child will tell you, I am depressed. When you see gadgets from a child and you see them throwing tantrums, you'll be wondering like, kilo shele gogo. So I heard about it just about 7 years ago. But right now it is everywhere. When it's starting, you can still help yourself. But when it gets to a level, you can't help yourself again. You will need medication. I pray nobody will get to that stage. And it can get so bad that it becomes like a real mental problem, like this person is mad. All because gradually that person is slipping into depression and we don't know. So I will be talking about, I'll quickly rush through this. What is depression? Depression is a mental health condition that affects how a person thinks, feels, and acts. The first one will be how you are thinking, how you are processing the things that are happening to you. And you start feeling, oh, there is no sales. There is no sales. You start thinking there is no sales. Now you get to the office, you are very sad. Next thing, you start acting, start shouting, start fighting. That person that is depressed, you start seeing them walking with their shoulders dropped, and gradually, that is how it starts. I know that business owners are going through a lot right now. You can imagine people that once had a business and maybe COVID came or cashless policy came or something just came and you don't have a business again. So it affects how we talk, how we feel, and how we act. It keep going, it's a deep ongoing sense of hopelessness, emptiness, and loss of interest in things that once brought us joy. So what are the symptoms? Persistent sadness. You just notice that you are always sad. Overindulgence in things that bring joy or not having interest at all. Maybe you like going to the gym. You notice that you stop feeling like going to the gym. Do you know that a research has shown that a lot of comedians are depressed? They are trying to make you happy because they are sad and they know how much sadness can cause. Or they are trying to hide from their fears. So when you see somebody jumping from one party to another, it could be that they are trying to hide something. So you also have to check yourself, check your spouses, check your staff. What are they hiding from? Fatigue without doing much. I know of a guy very close to my family, somebody I know very well in the north. He had a store and he was doing fine. You know, the normal way Hausa people we have a store on the street. The guy was really doing well, built house for himself, for his mom and his two wives, and you know, gradually depression sets in. This guy became, as in there was no sickness to start with. Now this guy is bedridden that he can't get out of bed. He got that bad. They placed him on antidepressants, he got better. Immediately he stopped, he started going down again. He will just tell you, I'm tired. I'm tired. So please, when you notice unnecessary fatigue, please check yourself. Change in sleep pattern. Maybe you're oversleeping or sleeping less. Feeling of worthlessness. I'm not anything. Even the things that you have, they don't, you feel like it's nothing to you. Please check. Physical aches and pains. I once had a panic attack and I had this pain and aches. I was surprised that time. But you know, there was what's it called? That our mentor referred me to helped me that year. So we can all experience it when we don't guard our heart. Because even the Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. We have to guard our heart. So when you notice those, please seek help. Thought of death and suicide. Thought of death and suicide. You know, people that kill themselves, sometimes the problem they are having is not as if it's so big. It's just because they just feel like, oh, there is no solution. And it's just because they've not thought of it. So please, let's check. The symptoms are a lot. I'm not a medical doctor, but these are the ones I was able to pick up with me talking to people and doing a little bit of research. So, what are the causes of mental breakdown? Information overload, social media. If you open it, Over the past weeks, I've been sending videos, messages to my contacts. And when I send message, the number of auto response I get is overwhelming. Everybody is selling something and everybody is putting out a content. Everybody is now a coach. They want to teach you something. And you are just confused, like there is so much to learn. There's so much to learn. You don't know what exactly you have to pick. Which one is right? Which one is wrong? Please, you have to unfollow some people. In fact, some people that you have to follow, they are not necessarily putting out bad content, but you can't just undo content. So you have to look at it. What are those contents that when you see them makes you agitated, makes you feeling like I'm worthless? It could be somebody else's success. If you are not matured enough to handle someone else's success, you can unmute such person so that anytime you think I have something to learn, you go ahead and check. The class governor was telling me about a lady that they said she was part of the 30 under 30 informers. And her cousin told her that I sent you a message on Instagram. You've not checked, you've not responded. She was part of the 30 under 30. And she said, no, I've deleted that app. That I cannot cope with the pressure on that app. 30 under 30. You can imagine such a person that you, when you feel such a person, you think that, oh, this person is doing very well. So there is so much to learn, there is so much to see, and you start feeling like, ah, which one? Hey, what do I do? Please, calm down. Another one is isolation, rejection, and relationship breakdown. Now we hear work from home, work from home. You know, before, when you are going to work, ladies, you want to look good, the ones looking for spouse, for husband. The guy too wants to look good, the one looking for wife. But now you wake up in your pajamas with your with your cup of coffee, and you are behind the system. If you have to do a video that you have to put on your camera, you just wear a jacket, do a little bit of brushing the hair, you look good. Why beneath you are just wearing your towel or something? There is no relationship, there is no contact with people again. We have a lot of followers on social medias, we don't have friends. You know, when we see people that have a lot of social media, it's a lot of followers, it's money now, and everybody wants it. So even the enemy is there. So isolation is causing depression, rejection, relationship breakdown with your